You're with the hard facts from the CNN News 18 Federal Bank Primetime Studio. Viewers, it's a solemn occasion. Over 200 people are dead and several hundred more are missing. Rahul Gandhi may not admit it, but the tragedy in his erstwhile constituency could have been prevented if the UPA government had not buried a report that warned of impending tragedy. But instead of taking onus, the Congress Scion was busy trying to accuse the centre of allegedly hatching a plot to set the ED after him. Viewers, think about it. Rahul Gandhi is in Wayanad. We have pictures of him in Wayanad, viewers. And there he is offering his condolences. His entire attention should be on that human tragedy, which, as I've just mentioned to you, many people are suggesting is entirely man-made. Yes, the trigger for it was an overbearing amount of rain. But the fact is that the water would not have assumed the murderous inclinations that it did had this area been preserved in a manner that several committees had recommended it should. But viewers, those committee reports, specifically the Gadgil committee report, as I told you, was ignored by the UPA. In fact, it was overwritten. So instead of focusing on Wayanad, in giving succor, in taking responsibility, Rahul Gandhi was shifting onus, viewers. He was talking about an issue today through Twitter that had nothing to do with the immediate concern. His mind was wandering, viewers, and it wandered to the extent where he suggested, and he's making a reference that I don't understand, perhaps you could fill in the blanks for us. He said, and I quote, apparently 2-in-1 didn't like my Chakravyuh speech. Who 2-in-1 is, I don't know, viewers, but that's what he said. Apparently 2-in-1 didn't like my Chakravyuh speech. ED insiders tell me a raid is being planned, waiting with open arms at Director ED, chai and biscuit on me, says Rahul Gandhi. Now viewers, if he has insiders in the ED, it's a matter of great concern because they could easily be interdicting on his behalf and interfering in investigations. For his own good, I hope that there are no insiders in the ED that are partial to him. Viewers, the BJP responded by slamming Rahul Gandhi for making baseless statements to deflect attention from his own failings as Member of Parliament, especially erstwhile Member of Parliament from Wayanad, and for also not asking the right questions on behalf of his erstwhile constituents of the Kerala government that is led by the Communist Party of India. Because that government too, viewers, has a lot to answer. Listen to the BJP.
मैं समझता हूँ देश का दुर्भाग्य है जो राहुल गांधी संवैधानिक पद पर एलओपी हैं, सदन चल रहा है, सदन के अंदर तो झूठ बोलते ही हैं, सदन के बाहर भी भ्रम फैलाने का काम किए हैं। उन्हें चुनौती देता हूँ कि वो बताएं कि कौन अधिकारी उनको फोन किया है।
Giriraj Singh, the Union Minister, asking Rahul Gandhi to furnish proof, to burnish his claim. So is Rahul Gandhi guilty of crying wolf, viewers, of practicing a diversionary shoot-and-scoot politics to change the narrative, to shift the focus away from him and the Congress Party's own sins of omission when it comes to a massive tragedy like the one we've seen in Wayanad? In the past, the Congress Scion has not been able to back his outrageous claims with hard proof. Viewers, let me take you through some of these instances when Rahul Gandhi has been found wanting after making claims. And I always bring you the hard facts so you can get close to the truth. Rahul Gandhi once claimed that a massive quid pro quo scam was at the heart of the electorate bond scheme, that money was given to the BJP in exchange for favors to businessmen. Some of them involved giving contracts. But here's the hard fact. The Supreme Court just today dismissed a petition calling for a probe precisely into the alleged quid pro quos that Rahul Gandhi has been talking about. Viewers. There was another claim that he made. The NEET exam should be conducted again, he said. Examination system affecting not just NEET, but all major exams. The minister, he's referring to the Union Minister, HRD, Dharmendra Pradhan, has blamed everyone but himself. I doubt he even grasped the fundamental issues at play, unquote. What are the hard facts? The Supreme Court has said that it can't conclude that the sanctity of the NEET exam was breached. That ruling also came today, viewers. Rahul Gandhi made another claim some time ago. He says, बहुत खुशी हो रही है कि जो मैं महीनों से कह रहा हूं कि हिंदुस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री ने एयरफोर्स का पैसा चोरी करके अनिल अंबानी जी को दिया है, उस बात को आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने मान लिया है. In other words, I'm happy. If I just translate it, he said, and I quote him, I'm happy that what I have been saying for months, that India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi stole money from the Air Force and gave it to Anil Ambani. The Supreme Court has vindicated that point today. And he said this, viewers, at the height of the 2019 Lok Sabha election campaign. What was the hard fact? The Supreme Court slammed Rahul Gandhi for his statement, falsely attributing his slogan to the court. Gandhi had to apologize. Here is another hard fact, viewers. Rahul Gandhi claimed Narendra Modi ji is against reservations. These are his quotes, his words. He wants to take away reservations from you. The biggest issue before the country is increasing reservations beyond the 50% limit. What is the hard fact, viewers? That the central government, the NDA in the Supreme Court, has expressed support for the idea of earmarking sub-quotas within the SC and ST categories. In other words, enlarging the ambit of the quotas in a sense to extend to other, within the SC/ST community, other castes. Rahul Gandhi once said Prime Minister Modi was born into a family of Ganchi caste, which was included in the OBC list during the BJP government's tenure in Gujarat, suggesting that Mr. Modi's caste affiliations were fake. What is the hard fact, viewers? The Congress government in Gujarat in 1994 included Narendra Modi's caste under the OBC. Rahul Gandhi said that RSS assassinated Mahatma Gandhi. The hard fact here is, viewers, that the Supreme Court rules asking Rahul Gandhi in July 2016 to apologize for making a false claim of such magnitude. Let's open this up, viewers. Without delay, let's open this up and set the store. I want to first bring in Lokesh Jindal. Lokesh Jindal, you are a very well-researched, respected Congress affiliate, and I want to ask you very clearly tonight. If Rahul Gandhi has people in the ED that he is on WhatsApp with, would you say that this should not be examined? Because it could perhaps lead to Rahul Gandhi colluding with these members of the ED to weaken cases against other congressmen. Wouldn't this represent a profound conflict of interest? Sir.
Well, Rahul, we have people in ED who know what's right, what's wrong. We have people in ED who know that they are forced to execute orders which are immoral, I would say unethical, or at times they would have to deviate from their code of conduct as well. And these are the people who at times take a decision from their conscience rather than what the duty demands, and they take an action. We saw that the ED time and again tried to arm twist the opposition in the last 2 years. But we do not see any evidence that ED came up with. It wasn't able to undertake any arrest. In fact, Rahul Gandhi himself told many times the ED officials, they went on in 2022, they went on to question him for 50 hours. But what was the outcome of it? Nothing. The idea is ED has merely become an agency of coercion, intimidation, and a means to somehow stifle the opposition.
No, so one second.
But this time,
Mr. Jindal, just a second, just pause there, because you are conceding that there are these people in the know of immorality within the ED. Now tell me something, Mr. Jindal, a public servant, is he sworn, does he take a pledge to give information on the sly to Rahul Gandhi, or should he come out in the public domain, in a court of law, or before any other statutory authority to make a clean breast of things? You tell me, if that individual is going behind someone's back, is whispering something into someone's ear, then they're not being professional. And we don't even know. No, one second, Mr. Jindal, I haven't finished. We don't even know if they are being made to do all these things by the persuasive powers of Rahul Gandhi. We know how good those persuasive powers are. His party actually got 99 seats. He was aiming for 272, but those persuasive powers brought him 99 seats because the public did not think that he was fit enough to be given a majority. It might happen in 5 years, but I want to ask you, sir, this is a very serious acknowledgement of a very insidious, backhanded association with ED officials. Are we sure that those ED officials are not being pressured by Rahul Gandhi to weaken cases, perhaps his own case?
Rahul, the ED does not function under the opposition. It is very well.
You're saying that they have a direct line to. No, you're saying they have a direct line.
Not.
This brings
The
into
ED
question.
official.
But Jindal Saab, come on. If he has a direct line, how do we know he's not telling the ED not to prosecute the case effectively enough? You're a lawyer.
Rahul, you are
No, but
confused.
Jindal Saab, you're a lawyer. You are a very well-known and highly qualified lawyer, and you know there is a term called collusion. Is there no term called collusion?
No, but let me tell you, the
Yes,
oath
sir.
of secrecy that you are talking about does not apply over here.
Okay, why?
Just because he has
Is
received
Rahul Gandhi
the
above colluding?
he has not received a very defined, definite, on-record input that is going to tell him that on this very day, this very
That
moment,
doesn't
you
matter.
will be
He
summoned
says,
to the
no, hang on. Let me just go over Rahul Gandhi's
Gandhi's.
quote. 1 second. Mr. Jindal, look, let's not deny the facts tonight. And I want to bring in Dr. Ranganathan first also. And Sanju Verma is waiting in the wings. But I just want to read this quote. Apparently 2-in-1. I don't know who 2-in-1 is. Didn't like my Chakravyuh speech. ED insiders tell me a raid is being planned. Now, who could this insider be? Could it be the director of ED, Dr. Ranganathan? Could it be the entire prosecuting, probing, whoever the investigators are, the IOs? Who are these insiders? This is a very serious acknowledgement of some sort of collusion. This is worrying.
Good evening, Rahul, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Look, normally I would lay out the litany of the lies of this industrial scale liar who's Rahul Gandhi. You've already stated half of those, so it's redundant. But tonight, can I take maybe half of the time that I am allotted to castigating you and put you in the dock? Can I please do that?
Yeah, please, you must.
Thank you.
I need to be put in the dock.
But I assure you there will not be an ED raid on you, although your name is also Rahul. No, Rahul, I'm afraid all of us have walked right into the trap set by Rahul Gandhi, and I'll explain why. Let me give you a situation. I am a doctor, an anesthetologist, and a patient comes who is suffering from acute asthma and he needs immediate surgery. Now, one drug that I must never give, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm just telling you by prior knowledge, is morphine. But I administer it and the patient dies. A simple question to you. Should I be tried for medical negligence? Yes or no?
Well, I mean, I'm in the dock, so I suppose yes, you would be.
Thank you. Thank you. Now I'll tell you how we walked into this trap set by Rahul Gandhi. He was the member of parliament of Wayanad.
Yes.
His Congress party was at the center. They constituted expert committees, one of them being Mr. Gadgil's committee. 4 of those committees. Their party was in power at the state as well. All those committees said this is a highly sensitive, they had 3 grades of sensitive ecological zones. Said Wayanad is sitting on a highly sensitive economic zone. It must, ecological zone. It must not have any such activity that is currently being undertaken there of building hotels, resorts and homes and everything. It must be depopulated. Otherwise, a landslide is imminent. The Congress party at the center, the Congress party at the state gagged the publication of that report. Number 2, the fact remains that even after the center changed hands, the power changed hands, Rahul Gandhi was the MP of the same place, Wayanad. He could have talked about that same committee. Now I ask you, if Rahul Gandhi was this doctor and the report said you must not build have any activity there, and yet he ignored it for business or other religious or other reasons, do you think or do you not that Rahul Gandhi is culpable?
No, he's not.
Okay.
I didn't ask you.
Rahul, I need to come in.
Well, let me tell you that.
Rahul, I need to answer.
No, yes,
because
okay.
he has shifted the goalpost.
Yes.
He has shifted the goalpost. We should be talking
Mr.
about.
Jindal.
Now,
Let
me finish. Lokesh, please let me finish. Please let me finish. He has masterfully shifted the goalpost. We should be talking about putting him in the dock for ignoring the report. As a result, 300 people are dead. And he's talking of some silly ED games.
The Home Minister for not
I
giving the
will
right
come to
warning.
you.
No
I
red
will
alert.
come to you.
Only an
One second.
orange alert, Dr. Ranganathan.
Can I say something?
With
One
Sam-
second. No, let's not speak over each other. Please, that's not
Sure,
fair.
sure.
Vivek Srivastava, on that point, I just want to make one thing very clear. There's an institute called the Hume Institute,
Yes.
which is in Wayanad. 17 hours or so before this horrible tragedy, they themselves, this is in Wayanad, they had said, look, there's going to be a massive mudslide. People are going to die. Evacuate people. Even that was not overlooked, and these were people from Wayanad, sir. I know
And
what
these
you're referring
communists have
to.
put a gag order on the scientists.
Okay.
These
One second.
communists put a gag order.
One second. Let's not all speak. Mr. Jindal, very quickly. Sanju Verma comes in right after, and then I'll come to you, Vivek Srivastava ji.
Rahul, there is entire 17,000 square kilometer of land that is prone to landslides, and the amount of rainfall was as high as 1,000%.
should we talk
You're
about-
talking about
please, one
Palakkad,
second.
Wayanad,
Please,
and
why
all
are you
these
talking
regions.
about
That's
Talk
not
of
fair.
the ED.
How can
One second,
you
that's not
hold
fair.
the
One second,
Congress
please.
party responsible for this?
Okay, one second. Now, let me just tell you, viewers, the Western Ghats Ecology Expert Panel report prepared by Madhav Gadgil that had specially cautioned
That's way
against
back.
anti-environmental activities in Mepaddi. Now, viewers, 3 days ago, I was the only journalist to have brought these
That's
facts
a
out into
decade
the
ago.
domain. Dr. Ranganathan was here when I talked to even the former CIC who revealed on air, on this channel, that the UPA had buried that report, refused his order, overruled his order from releasing it. Now, Sanju Verma, respond to Lokesh Jindal and Srivastava, who are saying that no specific issues were warnings were issued, this, that, the other.
You know, Rahul, since Mr. Ranganathan has decided to put you in the dock, even I will follow suit.
Yeah.
You know, I take offense to the fact that you've given such a flowery and flattering introduction of Lokesh, reputed, respected, most well-known lawyer, blah, blah, blah. जिंदल साहब, मुझे तो इतनी तारीफ आज तक नहीं मिली राहुल शिवशंकर के किसी शो पर. I've never had such a flattering introduction. So yes, I am a bit offended. But on a more serious note, let me say this. I think, first things first, I have been on a couple of debates in the last 48 hours with CPM Politburo member Mr. Baby, and he exactly made the same point, saying, oh, we were only given an orange alert by the union government, we were not issued a red alert. Red alert and orange alert, you know, you can continue talking about one versus the other. These nuances are not what is important. What is important is this. Madhav Gadgil report was rejected. Kasturi Rangan report committee's recommendations were rejected. ISRO panel's recommendations were rejected. The Hume Center of Ecology and Wildlife Biology, their panel recommendations were rejected. The Western Ghat Ecology Expert Panel, their recommendations were rejected. The V. Vijayan Committee recommendations were rejected. So about half a dozen expert committees, their recommendations were flouted and thrown into the garbage bin by Pinarayi Vijayan dispensation. Point number one. Is the left culpable? It is not just culpable. Pinarayi Vijayan and the CPM government is criminally negligent. Point number two. You know, imagine now had this been a BJP ruled state. This whole narrative of, oh, you know, do you think somebody else was responsible? Nahi, bhai sahab. Yogi Adityanath, we are baying for his blood. Himanta Biswa Sarma, Assam mein kuch hota, we are baying for his blood. Haryana mein kuch ho raha hai. I see many people outraging, and for the right reasons, I believe politicians should be held accountable, though I am a politician. Because I think that is where change starts in a positive sense.
Yeah.
But what I find baffling and befuddling is कि जैसे ही अभी केरला में कुछ हुआ, they are trying to rope in BJP, they are trying to rope in Modi government. अरे भाई साहब, पिछले 15-20 सालों में या तो कांग्रेस and Congress-led affiliates have been in power in Kerala, or the left has been in power in Kerala.
No, what about Uttarakhand?
Please don't.
Wait for your turn.
You can. I'll give you all the time. Please.
You will get your turn.
Yeah.
So the third point is this, and very importantly, and this is for Jairam Ramesh, the Chief of Communications, a man who has an opinion on just about everything under the sun. Mr. Jairam Ramesh, you were the Union Environment Minister from 2009 to 2011, after which your colleague Jayanti Natarajan took over at the Environment Ministry in charge of the affairs. So the net limited point is this. Jairam Ramesh Sahab, tab ke Chief Information Commissioner, Mr. Shailesh Gandhi, is on record saying that when he said that more than 75% of the guest houses, hostels, hotels, homestays in Kerala, particularly Wayanad, are in ecologically sensitive zones. Why did Jairam Ramesh throw Shailesh Gandhi's report into the garbage bin? My last point, Rahul, please bear with me for 10 seconds. Now this orange alert versus red alert. Now listen to this very carefully. You don't want to take responsibility of the 300 people who've died in the most horrifying circumstances, and shame on you, Rahul Gandhi, shame on you, Pinarayi Vijayan. But a red alert was issued by the union government in 2018. Cyclone and floods in Kerala. Pinarayi Vijayan was busy. 1 minute, I'm finishing in 20 seconds. You can check this, Rahul, with your team. At the height of cyclones and floods in 2018 in Kerala, Pinarayi Vijayan was getting himself treated in the United States at the Mayo Health Clinic.
Let me step in.
187 people died in 2018 alone. Sharam aati hai?
Let me step in. Let me step in. Viewers, all these facts I had dug out and put out over the last 3 days. You can see them on my timeline. But I want you to pay attention to these following facts, sir.
Yes.
You are in my studio.
Yes.
You are sitting right next to me.
Yes.
And this is particularly important for the Kerala government. July 2022. The Union Ministry for Environment, Forest and Climate Change issued a draft notification on ESAs, which is ecologically sensitive zones along the Western Ghats that spread across Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Goa, Maharashtra, Gujarat. Do you know, sir, which is the state government that first opposed these recommendations? It was the Kerala state government. The first. The Kerala government sought modifications in the ESAs. It wanted these precise places which have been flattened to be removed. Hume Center for Ecology and Wildlife Biology at Kalpeta in Wayanad district headquarters had alerted the administration of the possibility of a landslide in the Mudakkai, which is the worst hit of all the districts, 16 hours prior. Sir, these are specifically, why did you, if you were so interested in saving lives, oppose this draft notification, which
First
has
of
again
all,
been issued, viewers.
now let me
Once
speak.
again.
Now let me speak.
Yes.
Who's responsible for people
not
dying in
proper.
Uttarakhand, people dying in Himachal?
You talk
no,
about
let me
Kerala.
speak. Don't
We have
interrupt.
no, no, no. You
You
talk
gave
about
the
Kerala
BJP
first. You
spokesperson.
talk about
I will
Kerala.
come to Kerala.
You talk about
गलत है,
Kerala
सर.
now.
आपने वहाँ
You
उपदेश
talk
देने
about
दिया और
Kerala
राहुल गांधी को
now.
गालियां दिलवाई हैं.
You talk about
मुझे
Kerala
बोलने दीजिए
now.
आप.
One second. You talk about Kerala
I'll
now.
come to Kerala.
No, you
I'll
come to Kerala now.
Why
We are not debating about
if
Uttarakhand. We are
I am
debating about
questioning
Kerala.
the Home Minister,
250 people are
why
dead.
are you not letting me question the Home Minister? Why are you backing the central government?
On what?
Let me question
On
him.
what? On what?
The
On
central
what?
government is a failure.
On what?
Uttarakhand
On
people
what?
died.
On
Himachal
what?
people died.
On what?
13
On
bridges
what?
broke down in Bihar.
200
And Kerala, 300 people died.
left
Because the
government
central
is a
government
disaster.
did not give the right warning at the right
is a
time.
disaster.
Viewers,
Your left government is
one
an
second, one
unmitigated
second,
disaster.
one second,
Of
one
the central
second,
government and
one
the Home
second.
Minister should take responsibility.
One
Number
second,
one.
one second. This is the
Pinarayi
reason why.
Vijayan
One
has
second,
failed
one
miserably.
second. One second, one
speak
second.
more.
This is no, one second.
let me
No,
speak
no,
more.
because you're completely off the
No, no,
target.
I'm not off
No, one
track.
second. Vivek Srivastava,
Yes.
1 second. Please give me a second.
Ji.
Viewers, the people of Kerala don't deserve this.
People of Uttarakhand do.
1 second.
People of Himachal do.
One
People
second.
of Bihar do.
Mr.
People of Delhi do.
Mr. Vivek Srivastava.
Don't be selective, Rahul.
One second. One second.
It's a calamity.
One second.
It's a calamity.
Am I?
And the BJP is trying to
One
sell
second.
death.
One second.
The
One
BJP
second.
is marketing death of people in Kerala
One second.
for political
viewers.
gains.
Okay. 1 second. Just calm down. Calm down.
Aapko
Calm down.
sharam aani
Everybody.
chahiye.
1 second, please. Lower everyone's faders. Let me come in here. Viewers, in 2022, the Union Ministry for Environment, Forest and Climate Change issued a draft notification on the top of all the other reports that were issued over the years, warning that these particular places in Wayanad are going to be obliterated. Viewers, the BJP does not rule Kerala. It has not ruled Kerala ever. There are only two outfits that have ruled Kerala for the longest period of time, the Communists and the Congress. Viewers, we have got to the point in our country where asking questions of state governments ruled by opposition states is not considered kosher anymore. They will attack you, they will sue you, they will throw you into jail. And when you have the facts and you present them, viewers, they will dismiss them. That is the regard they have for the people. And you can talk about Uttarakhand, you can talk about everybody else, you can talk about Morbi, and we have done so, viewers, with diligence. But when it comes to them, they don't have answers. They never had answers. They didn't have answers in 2024. Yet, viewers, some of you voted for them. Now, we have a situation where we need to hold them to account. You should, viewers, you should. It's your vote that has put some of these people in office. Think about that. I'll take a short break. We'll be right back in precisely 3 minutes, viewers, with another big story. Don't go away. That is focused on Delhi.